morning, everyone. Today's video is the second commandment of the 10 Commandments. I put together a little presentation for you all, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I will be back in just a minute. Exodus chapter 20, verse 4 through 6. You shall not make for yourself an idol, or any likeness of what is in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the water under the earth. You shall not worship them or serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children, on the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing loving kindness to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments. When most people think of idols, they think of the golden calf as written in the Bible. However, in this day and age, we have many, many more types of idols. Let's read the definition of idol in the dictionary. An object of extreme devotion. For instance, a movie idol. A representation or symbol of an object of worship. A false god. A likeness of something. A pretender or an impostor. A false conception, fallacy. A form or appearance visible without substance. An enchanted phantom or a lifeless idol. So what are you idolizing today, in these times? What is more important than God to you? We're all made in God's image, so we should strive to be like Him and do His will. There's lots of idols and distractions and deceptions out there in the world for people to fall into. God says He's a jealous God, and I, for one, am not one to try to make Him upset. So this day and age, there are a lot of things out there that people idolize. There are celebrities, there are rap stars, country stars, pop stars, and especially with the kids, they all thrive to want to be famous, want to make the money that these celebrities show that they have, and that's a form of idolizing. Models are also another thing that seem to be idolized often, especially with the girls and some of the men, to want to be just like them. They want to be as beautiful and as perfect as they are, and as loved and wanted by everybody as they are. You're perfect the way that you are because God made you the way that He wanted you to be. There's a reason that you look the way you do, you act the way you do, you are where you are, because God made you. He had a plan for you on how you were going to be. So don't try to be that beautiful supermodel, or that centerfold, or that male model that you see in the magazines or on the posters. Don't try to be like them. Be you. You are perfect just the way that God made you. You don't have to have that big house or the fancy cars, or you don't have to win the lottery. Those are all things that you're idolizing if you're wanting those to fix your life. You don't need any of those. They're wants. You want it, but you don't need it. God tells you not to idolize anything, and the reason why is because if you ask Him, He is the one true God. He will answer your prayers. He will answer your requests. It's not so much of what you want, but He'll provide with what you need. There's a big difference with want and need. Your answers, if you go to idols or you go to cards or magical items or the sky, the sun, the moon, the stars, things like that, they're not going to give you the answers that you're looking for. These are God's creation in the skies. It's part of his heavens, and they're not there to give you answers. They're not there to give you your wishes come true. They're there to show you his beauty and his power and his love to give us such a beautiful creation. We're made in God's image, and we should thrive to be like God. We aren't gods. Don't get me wrong, we are not gods. We are not perfect, but we should try to do his will. When you follow his 10 commandments, that's all he asks. And breaking the second commandment is a big, big no-no. There are lots of stories in the Bible of cities, people, items that got completely destroyed because of worshiping idols. And unfortunately, the world that we're in and the times that we're in now, we do a lot of it without even realizing it because they're everywhere. And really, if you think about it, the first commandment and the second commandment go hand in hand. No other gods before me. Commandment 1. Commandment 2, thou shalt not worship any idols. He should be the most important thing, and what you try to be like in the way that you live, in the way that you take care of each other, in the way that you love, in the way that you treat each other, even if it's a stranger. We should thrive to be like God in his way. And like I said, nobody is perfect. I am definitely not perfect. I fall short many, many times. And I pray and I ask God for forgiveness. And I do my best to try to walk in his shoes, walk in the way that he wants me to. I'm one of God's children. So I want to present myself that way. And I hope that you all realize that there's many idols out there that you may not even realize that you're idolizing, but you don't need them. All you need to do is worship God. Put your trust in him and know that he's the one that will answer your prayers, and he is the one that takes care of you. All you have to do is ask. Leave me a comment. If you have any questions, prayer requests, please post them down below, and I will be more than happy to add them to my list. And I hope you all have a blessed day and a blessed new year. And thrive. Make God proud. He is the one and only Father. Have a good day, y'all. Bye-bye.